Hello, hello, hello. How it do, everybody? Ugh, I was trying to take a nap or stream. I had to wake up a little bit to go Thanksgiving, family and stuff. It was going pretty well. And then my alarm stopped going off, and then I was like, "Oh, it's been a while since my alarm went off." And I picked up my phone. I looked at it, and it was like, "Oh, it's already 8. I should get up." I was tired, as it be. Things any. Over here on Scuff Stream Time, I'm always performing tasks. Whew. Oh. Now Shermia is still in Nowhere Wins Meet. Oh, I had no plans though. I'm just kind of like winging it. I feel like I should like do something. I don't know what to do. I don't know if there'd be much news today considering it's Thanksgiving. I did see some stuff's going on in China. What? Moved. Must be a Tim Sweeney thing. Oh, I wanted to like skim over this stuff. Okay. I'm just kind of scrambling to like get going because all my plans that I had are just like falling down the drain. Perform task, perform task, perform task, perform task. Alright, so what I can say, close that. Let's skim over my source of news. See if anything's going on there. I doubt anything would have changed much. Let's see. Outer Worlds 2 director says the game wasn't made as a deliberate critique of capitalism. What do you mean, was it? I'll say to Microsoft benefit or to put them kind of a good light here, they didn't ever say anything to us. They never once said you can't say that. Maybe if we went too far later on, they would have said something. I don't know. We actually did. We didn't have any direct shots at them. I mean, that's why things were fine. Taking these things on, we're not going out of our way of saying let's do a critique of capitalism. Let's see it. You know what we like to do, especially for Outer Worlds, is critique on power structures, various things, but more the people in power and how they abuse power that don't have it. That use the people that don't have that power. Okay. But as a critique on anything current, I'll say again, we don't really aim it. Happy Thanksgiving, Big Boss. Woo. Going okay. My kitty's she's wandering around, jumping on stuff, meowing. So we got enough water in her, I think. And she's still not great, but going okay. For our Thanksgiving dinner, we had a green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, some really dry ass ribs, some sort of like gluten-free apple pie that wasn't great. There's also store-bought apple pie. She also made some like other like I don't know like vegan junk that I didn't really care for, and like some sort of dressing thing. I don't like dressing. I'm not big on turkey. How's this? Skimming over things. How's things going for Big Boss today? You have a fun Thanksgiving? That reminds me. Yeah, I need to do a little thingy on my YouTube. Change the name. Where's the broadcast name? strong plans for today. Another day where I don't know what to do because life is as it is. Outward's tour director doesn't want games to be preachy, but the RPG's capitalist satire strikes a nerve because this thing happens all the damn time. We're just seeing it over and over and over. I see. Oh yeah, I wanted to peep at something because I believe Yahtzee talked about Where Winds Meet yesterday, and I didn't watch that. I hope she does. I don't really know if that's actually going to happen, but she's at least living in peace at the moment. I want to peep this. I'm actually really curious what Yahtzee has to say about Where Winds Meet. We're gonna do this on stream. We're gonna watch it on stream. This is Yahtzee, formerly of Zero Punctuation, now a Second Wind. Back when all the stuff that happened. I want to see this. What does he say about Where Winds Meet? He tends to be very critical. He probably won't super like it because it's like a multiplayer game. But I'm curious.
Editor Nick and I have this fun little in-joke we have. I ask him what review codes are in and advice on what to check out, and he says, well, there's this thing I'm pretty sure you'd like, and I take one look at it and go, I don't like this at all, why are you such a terrible judge of these things, you fucking moron? And then he tells me to go fuck myself, and I call him a cunt and give him a slap, and then he kicks me in the balls, and then I scream and go for the eye gouge, and then the police get called. Oh, the fun we have. And this whole process played out last week when he suggested I take a look at our beta code for Where Winds Meet. What's that, a game about two flatulent people sharing a bed back-to-back? No. Also, that was extremely weak. It's a Chinese always online free-to-play RPG. And already I can feel my hands making the eye gouge finger quotes. Not another bloody gacha game. I went through this with Genshin and Wuthering Waves and Persona X. Whatever amusement can be gleaned from the mechanics narrative and understated booby jiggles, I can never get past the basic functioning of the gacha format feeling like opening an endless succession of advent calendars in a cubicle plastered with flyers for Vegas prostitutes. No. Ah, but this isn't a gacha game yet.
He was expecting gacha.
A solo play focus. Free to play, always online, single player focus. Did you just turn over 2 pages at once? Alright, it's a little bit of a gacha game, but try it anyway, maybe it'll win you round. It did not win me round, but I also didn't go for the eye gouge. Mainly I returned from my adventures in Where Farts Collide in a state of profound bafflement. And now, listeners, I face the difficult task of summarising what the game is actually about. I say difficult because I'm not convinced the designers knew that. Where Winds Meet came across to me like probably someone with an awful lot of money, set out to make a cutting-edge video game. And they got very excited about all the cool stuff they were going to put in it. It was going to be a full world with combat and stealth and horse riding and dungeons.
I agree with this.
And one mission will be a fucking deductive puzzle challenge out of nowhere. And so many characters, and some of them will be AI chatbots, because why the fuck not? But then drew a massive blank when called upon to figure out what it was all actually about and how the story would set things in motion. There's a hero, they're on a journey. To do what, lead designer? Look, I can't be expected to make every bloody decision. I've still got to count all this money I've got. The prologue depicts a very handsome young Chinese dude who teams up with another very handsome young Chinese dude as they go wire-foo apeshit on a bunch of extremely generic bad guys, and one of the heroes is carrying a baby, who I assume is the baby of someone really important because of the way he resists the urge mid-combat to use him as an improviser.
Oh yeah, and your baby will change skin tone.
Prologue, we create our character, choosing from one of several very similar attractive young Chinese people, and find ourselves in a sleepy Chinese village hanging out with a spunky young girl, who I initially thought was the baby, and that we were still playing as the dude from the prologue. The character creation having been some representation of how our looks changed after a few years in hiding, and possibly some plastic surgery. No, I eventually deduced that we are the baby all grown up, oblivious to our destiny, who is treated by everyone else in the plot as a greenhorn young teen, even though we are clearly an adult with unstoppable fighting skills, and every NPC we meet looks exactly the same age as us. The general vibe early on is that we want to go off and have adventures like the heroes of legend, but we can't because we're stuck helping our grumpy aunt look after the farm.
That's Yahtzee's whole shtick, is he talks quick.
Is a very attractive person who looks the same age as us. Then we run into another attractive young Chinese man who we're supposed to think is a grizzled old former hero because he's wearing what looks like a rather ineptly made false beard. And then after a lot of pissing about, your home village gets burned down and you lose everything in that special way that means you can still go back to it and do the side quests whenever you want. And our new life of adventuring begins. So yeah, it's literally Star Wars A New Hope if you applied the Half-Life 2 cinematic mod. And the first act was dragged out for 3 more hours while Luke finished packing his bum bag. From there we move to a new city area and get embroiled in some nonsense involving multiple factions fighting over a magic bowl that dispenses infinite coins, most of which are represented by attractive young Chinese people, but importantly, some of them aren't. So I'm like, ooh, finally shit's hotting up, but unfortunately that's as far in the plot as I got, thanks to some of the game's wonderful gacha-adjacent mechanics, wherein the critical path occasionally screeches to a halt until you side-quest your way to a certain level and wait an actual literal day, Animal Crossing style. So it's like,
okay, I did hear him talking about this the other day.
narrator running the projector.
He
10
hates
levels
all
or
this,
so, you
like,
stop gaining
weird,
experience until you
gating.
hunt through the horrible overlaying menus like a jungle explorer with a machete trying to find the one tiny whiny little prompt that will teleport you to an arena for a timed combat challenge, after which the next 10 levels are unlocked. And I was like, bitch, are you making me take a fucking driving test to play more of the game? How is this supposed to make sense within the context of the story? Is our character daydreaming? Is this a flashback to that one time they got
Yeah, it's
lost
like
in a
the game
mafia
story is
controlled
like a
cave
fever dream
network?
sometimes.
So immersion is impossible. Every time you have to venture back into the menus to try to figure out if your weapons can be upgraded, and if so, which of the 19 different screens you're supposed to do it on. You're not an adventurer in fantasy China anymore, you're a node on a graph in a giant inescapable PowerPoint presentation. I couldn't even find the fucking map. I had to go into the quests menu, select a quest, select show on map, and then go, oh actually I changed my mind, deselect that quest, but do you mind if I stay on this map for a bit? And that was the only way to figure out where the fuck I was. Hang on, I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, combat.
It took me a while to figure out how to get to the map, too.
Fine, I guess. Bit Elden Ringy, especially in the very occasional boss fights, and a bit spongy if you don't keep up with all the fucking data administration work. That's how you keep your stuff upgraded. Actually, it's hard to judge because early on the game said, hey, do you want parry assistance on? And I didn't know what that meant. That could have been anything from a subtle icon over incoming attacks to the game doing all the parries for you, like a fussy dad with a science project. Turned out what it meant was the game slows down and prompts you, essentially turning parries into QuickTime events, which is more assistance than I wanted, but I could tell the parryable attacks were hard to read, so I was afraid to turn assistance off in case I got bogged down, and I guess that's officially as far as my strength of character extends. I should mention that this and much of my struggle to understand the plot probably comes down to translation issues, and in the readme for the beta I was playing, it made sure to say, yes, we know
Beta?
the English translation kinda sucks, we'll fix that in the proper release, and everything else you have problems with, which leaves me in another difficult position. I
There's
guess
a
I need to
sense in
summarize
beta.
my feelings about where credits card decline without referencing glitches, shitty menu design, bad translation, or anything else that could theoretically be fixed in post. Okay then. It's shit. Thanks for watching.
Oh yeah. I mean, I didn't think he was gonna like it, so. What's the post-credit stinger? Why's it got the rice tag? Basically, hadn't had any monetization added yet, so I'm assuming the final game is 60-70% Euler. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't like multiplayer games, so I didn't expect him to like it. I was just curious what the heck he had to say about it. Cutscene incompetent? Press X to be stupid. Okay, at this point I'm just curious. No, this guy talking about Ghost of Yotei? Oh, okay, I don't know anything about Yotei. Okay. Well, that was an interesting little diversion, I think. Ooh. My tummy's all wombly. I think because I ate, had some, couple of days, expired, eggnog. I don't think eggnog really would have that much trouble if you, like, gave it a couple days, though. I think it's alright. That's how I feel, anyway. I'm trying to think if I want to do anything else today, but I don't know. I feel like I've been playing too much Where Winds Meet, but then at the same time, it's like, there's so much I can just, like, chill and do in Where Winds Meet. I just keep doing it. Only had eggnog once. There's different types of eggnog, too. Like, some of them suck. Like, I've had some really shitty eggnogs. Thankfully, there's, like, a H-E-B here that has pretty good eggnog. I like that eggnog. It's been pretty nice eggnog. The only problem I have with the H-E-B eggnog is they stopped selling it before Christmas. I'm like, I want it for New Year's. Like when other people are like having like booze and stuff for like New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, I usually would chug some eggnog, like non-alcoholic eggnog. I'm just gonna shove this sugar in my mouth. That's what I'm going to do. Ugh. I guess I should. Yeah. I never announce anything on the Twitter. I'm always on like the auto announcements on Blue Sky Go. Where is it? Quit twats. I've not been like monitoring my like Blue Sky or Twitter at all lately. Was alcohol even add to eggnog? I mean, that's how a lot of people actually drink eggnog, so I mean, I assume people like it. But I guess it adds something. I'm pretty iffy on it myself. You wouldn't know? I mean, I'm not much of a drinker. Everyone around me, I got super into alcohol, and I was always just like, I don't like how alcohol tastes. Like, I just don't like it. Yeah, sure, whatever. That'll be the image I use. One screen. What the heck is this? I just pop in and it's like, here's a leak. I'm like, what? Huh? Why does this cost money? What is this? One screen, new arrival. Why would I pay money for this? Thing? Formless silent weapon appearance custom. How do you... Kind of nice. Like dragon looks. Guess I'll put some wereman's meat on. Because I don't know what to do. Do you think I've been playing too much of this game, Big Boss? Because I don't freaking know what I'm doing. I feel like self-reflective and whatnot. I feel like a setting to like fold the thing out. There it is. It's okay looking. I like it's got little dangly bits. I can have a wooden stick for a sword. This isn't new. I've seen this already. I do not like big, like flamboyantly tied up hair. Not my vibe. Know any good eggnog brands? I don't know if there's really many brands of eggnog, to be honest. Like the eggnog brand I get, it's just the HEB store brand. Non-alcoholic. I mean, check your local grocery store. As far as local grocery stores around here, I know I don't like Kroger's eggnog, their brand of eggnog. I don't know. It's really hard to say. It's not like I've eaten all eggnogs either, so. Okay. Kind of skimming these outfits. If there's anything interesting looking. It's like sugar and eggs and milk, I think. I think that's most of what eggnog is. Some people don't like how like sweet it is, which I can understand. That's why I treat it like I would treat alcohol, where it's just something to indulge in sometimes. Martial arts effects. Yeah, but these are only for the no-names martial arts. That doesn't help me. I don't use no-name. This is what he was wearing. Keepa. Oh, I remember learning that what this stuff was about. Like, have you seen in like movies and stuff, or like usually like a female villain or whatever wears like these little claw things? Apparently, these are like to protect your nails. It's like You know how nails are shields for your fingers? You wear these as shields for your fingernails. So you can keep them like long and pretty looking. Touch of cloud. And then they'd start blinging these out as you do. If I picked one, it'd probably be this one. But even then, 2 is a lot, isn't it? Like, oh, 54. So that'd be $1. You have to. Oh. But you guys wanted to be in the shop. I don't think there's anything in the store I really want. That's $6.80, which would be like probably like $10 or something. Ah, $15. But I'd have to spend if I wanted that. I wouldn't do. That's too much money. Oh hey, this thing's jade coins as well. Huh? Transformation pill. Which use to change your body type and completely reshape your appearance. Can't you already do that though? Like, this also does that. Resonating melody. I can buy a bunch of these. Let's touch the gacha thing. I haven't touched this thing like at all. So can you not use draw currency on that? I have 10 of these. I have 16 of them. And that's the one I was looking at. What can you get from this? I wanted to see what you could get from it. Still need to figure out how to learn some of those like drunken kung fu things. Oh, it's that Eternal Dream hairstyle that might be fun to have. Because I can color it. This thing, which I would like if it didn't come with a big fucking crown. Alright, well I have 10 of these, so I may as well, I guess. Watch this silly cutscene again. Billy Billies. Billy Billies. Got a hairstyle out of it. Not one I give a shit about, but I got one. That's something, I guess. How do you get these? Does it have in Jonghu treasures? Every Sunday. Okay. Wow, I can get a lot of those. By 10? Raw reward? Blossom face inscription. Oh, it's those little picture things. Skipping this. Hey, look, I got another hair. Interesting that I've gotten a hair every time I've drawn 10. Cumulative rewards. Face ornament. Eat. Pose. Stargate. Don't get anything for these. Elegant pose. Thai yeast. Heck is this? The Thai yeast. Forge mighty armor. Oh, it's a background. Nice background. Unbound from the mortal realm. Unbound, unbound, unbound. Change via draw. Redeemable for rewards at the draw shop. Green? Ever had green bean casserole? It's basically just like you take like mushroom soup, mix it with green beans, and you cover it with fried onions, and then you bake that. So it's kind of like a crunchy, oniony thing. It's especially good if you don't like green beans that much, but because like the saltiness of the mushroom casserole, the mushroom soup, and the onions kind of take over. I think it's pretty solid. But you like green beans? You'll probably extra love it then. What type of green beans do you like, by the way? I like the canned green beans, where they're nice and tender. I'm not big on the string beans, like the Chinese string beans and stuff. Fox, Jades. Perfect. Again, do you like the other ones? Okay. Because I find them too tough. I don't like how tough they are. Oh, it's a player avatar. Sense of Heaven shop. This is from my draws. Okay. Sense of Earth. This is from draws. Excuse me. Meow Meow Temple Shop. Oh, what's this? That's an avatar. Wriggly fish. Is cat selling fish to me? Yes. I'm very sneezy today. I think it's because I like woke up early to eat food, and that just increased my sneeziness. Go see the kitty. Meow meow. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Whimsy 32. Oh, that's why there's a number there. I was like, am I picking something up? Like, 140 of these. Think about buy a bunch of these commerce coins boxes. Holy crap! But you're limited to 2 of these. Okay. I'm not big on mushroom soup, but I think mixed all together, it kind of works out. I mean, of course, that's going to vary, but... Oh, you can hang fish from yourself. Ah, yes, hang fish from your belt. 100 axe. Oscillating jade. I know this oscillating jade might be more valuable. I'm not gonna not spend my coins on that for the shop. I'm just forgetting there's the daily thingy. Yeah, I have these new hairs to look. Nope, not colorable. You know what I haven't done the past couple of days? I haven't gone to the mirror to comb my hair. Of course, I go to the wrong one. I always teleport to the wrong teleport. Oh, wait, maybe I did go to the right teleport. Never mind. I'm not a fool. Okay, Blissful Retreat is fine. Just don't do the Blissful Retreat boss campaign area. My home. Hello, my home. Not multiplayer, am I? This isn't solo. Hello. Hello. Guess not. I do not appear to be able to comb my hair for free hair anymore. That's a shame. Okay, so next would be... I don't think there's anything in this special draw I really want. I mean, I guess this would be something I'd want, but I don't see any way to do this without any money. I'm doing everything I can to not spend money. J. Fallon's warehouse. Okay. Go see this warehouse. We're exploring today. Big vibe and energy.
Guest, you can take a look yourself. These are all top-notch goods from
Dude, dish for Thanksgiving is probably something you've never heard of. I was actually gonna have curry for my Thanksgiving, but I was too busy sleeping today, so I didn't cool off my curry. But okay. I guess they're not happy with me. Haiphong restricted area. If I like shoot at it, what happens? Okay, they dropped it. It can be okay, but I would say, yeah, a lot of times the way people like prepare turkey, it's not great. It's kind of like okay at best. Ooh. I guess if I had a disguise, I'd be able to come in here safely.